All right, yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Alping Delete. We're gonna get this game started right now. Just a second ago, we were talking about the DLC and all that jazz on the YouTube channel, and I think we got everything set up here. I had to restart the stream, but we are starting our agricultural challenge, and the main challenge of this run is to let food lead our economy. We're gonna be playing with the Galactic Farmers Market Empire. And we have that good old catalytic reprocessing, or processing in this case. We're not robots. And we have functional architecture. Tier, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully all is well. We're pretty much just playing with some spacefaring farmers right now. And so, yeah, this is our Farmers of the Galaxy run. And let's go ahead and look at our game details before we start. Guys, this video, again, will be on YouTube. So if you want to skip to a certain part in this stream, I will have chapters up for you. Excuse me, I almost had to sneeze there. So yeah. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so Tier, the challenge, yeah, is pretty much to let our food lead the empire. We're gonna see if we can sustain an empire, compete with other empires, with food being our main source of everything, pretty much. I mean, that's not gonna neglect our other resources, but food's just gonna be the main thing. And so we're going to be starting with a small galaxy size. The shape, we're going to go with 3 spiraling arms. For the AI empires, I have all custom-made empires. We have a Discord channel, and in my Discord channel, I let people create their own empires, and I add them to my playthroughs. And so this one, we got a lot of empires. And so for everyone that created an empire, thank you so much. Some of them were pretty funny, and there's one in particular that I'm really looking forward to. And so we have one of those empires. We'll be starting with a advanced start, a fallen empire. There will be 2 of those. So food is the only money. No. Food's not the only money, but it's going to be the main foundation of our empire, pretty much. And so, yeah, we're just going to be doing a lot of catalytic processing and getting those agricultural districts on my worlds. Next up, we're going to be having 0.5 habitable worlds. So this is going to be tricky too, because there's not going to be as many planets that we start with in the beginning of the game. After that, pretty much most of this stuff is kind of the same. My crisis strength is at 3.5. We'll see if we can survive that. I've been turning it up more and more each game that I play if I feel like myself or the AI beat them. Our mid-game start year 2275, end game is going to be at 2375. Our difficulty, I keep on Admiral. And yeah, outside of that, the rest of this stuff, Xeno capabilities off, L gates on, Caravaneers on, all of that stuff's on. We are playing Iron Man mode, and let us begin. Wow. And so here we go. It's in the eons since the first primitive farmers community took shape in the meadows and forest of Barn, our civilization has spread and prospered. Despite our rapid progression through the technological ages, as a species, we were fragmented and inefficient. Now, a new system emerged during these chaotic times that delivered us from superstitious beliefs and brought order to society. Some resisted this change out of irrational fear, but after several pacification wars, they too became productive components of a greater whole. Now, after the discovery of the hyperlane network, the finest minds in the Galactic Farmers Market have finally developed the first hyper drives. The stars themselves are finally within grasp. And so here is my empire. We are a despotic hegemony empire. And so our ethics were fanatic authoritarian. We're materialist. For my civics, we went with catalytic processing and functional architecture. Our starting world is a continental planet, and our farmers are our like our species names, like how we have humans. In this case, we just call them farmers. And so, yeah, these are their traits. They're very strong, rapid breeding. They do have the fleeting and unruly traits too. And so let us begin. Now, guys, I'm going to be just kind of like running around doing I'm trying to get these farms going, and we will be able to convert that food into alloys. And so I see right now that I have 54 food. I'm gonna keep my game paused for a second. And I have my 3 scientists here. The first thing I like to do when I start my games are to figure out what I'm going to research first. And so here, let's go with research speed, administrative AI. And on top of that, this scientist has the spark of genius trait. And so that's going to be pretty good. Pretty solid. For our society scientist, let's go with, she has a statecraft trait. Off-world trades. Oh, this produces 2 trade value for each trade hub. Now, I don't have any trade hubs just yet, but hydroponic farming. This is going to play perfectly in what we're doing today. And so each of these, whenever I'm able to build another, like a port somewhere, a starport, we're going to be building a lot of these. We're actually I think you can only build 1 per base, but we'll get one of those on there as well. And then for engineering, powered exoskeletons. And the reason being is that it'll increase worker pop resource output. And a lot of my farmers, a lot of my workers, they're going to be following into that worker category. And so if I go to my population here, we have our workers, and that's farmer. Boom. Yo, Terrible Hamster, hyped for the new update? I sure am. I'm very hyped. So I kind of jacked up my video thing, and you guys might see it. It might be like a separate video now, but in that YouTube video that I posted up, it was all supposed to be like leading into the stream, but I'm still getting familiar with Restream, and I realized I wasn't streaming on Twitter, so I had to do a U-turn and just kind of reconnect the stream here. But yeah, in that video, I'll be trying to break it down a little bit more so it's easier to watch. And yeah, some new DLC on the way. And so I don't want to spoil it for anyone that's watching this, but yeah, today, April 25th, Stellaris announced some new DLC. I'll let you check that out yourself and see it very soon, because I was just mentioning that we had just got some DLC literally a month ago, and now we got some more. And so very good stuff. New update for Stellaris. Oh, so update and DLC. It's a Paragon, Galactic Paragon. And I just shot a video of it. It's supposed to be the stream, but it's a video. It's on my YouTube channel now. If you want to check that out, you're more than welcome to. Link to patch notes. I actually don't have any links to it right now. I would have to like jet off screen to do that, but it's on my Twitter page. If you want to check out this link, go to my Twitter page. You'll find it on there. I retweeted it earlier. But yeah, yeah, it's coming very soon, and that's so wild that we're getting updates and DLC just so frequently right now. Not only updates, but just DLC. All right, that's crazy. I'm very happy about that, guys. We're gonna try to push through this stream today. We gotta try to stay on track. Radio Wave, what's going on, guys? We are trying a farming challenge. We are trying to just have a ridiculous amount of food, convert as much of it into alloys as possible, and maybe help out other empires that might need food. We're definitely going down that cooperative stance. All right, so yeah, we've got our scientists assigned to research. Let's look at where we are in the galaxy. And so here is my small galaxy, and we're at about like what, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock. The Galactic Farmers Market, looking pretty good. My home system is called Topsoil, and my home world is Barn. And so we're going with all farm themes, all agricultural themes. Yes, everything theme related. Now, the first thing that I'm seeing here is that we have 2 planets that are potentially habitable right next to us. And so that is always very pleasant to see. Before we start, guys, I want to just look at our empire one more time. One thing that I don't think we looked at is my origin, and we started with prosperous unification. And so this will start the game with an additional 4 pops and with an additional 2 districts. And so let's go to Planet Barn now. Here it is. Now, since we do have those additional pops, that means I'm going to be starting this game with less available jobs. Even though we got more districts, I think we got, what was it, building slots, and we have feudal society, building slots for days. And so let's go ahead and, right now, it looks like I can't build anything unless I acquire 200 more minerals. And so let's sell some consumer goods. Okay. And I could probably get away with selling some food as well. Farmers only Stellaris edition. I know. I do like these catalytic processing builds. I like playing with these primarily with aquatics, but this time I was like, you know what? Let's just try normal humans. We're gonna see if our human beings can make it as farmers in the galaxy and share our food to other species in the galaxy. And so right away, let's look for any farming jobs that I might have. Scoping around here, I see no jobs that can produce any kind of food right now. And so we could go for alloy foundries, or we could go for another agricultural district. Let me see here. Let's go with a alloy foundry first. And then after that, once I get more minerals, then we'll start building more agricultural districts. And so after that, we're gonna go to our shipyard here. I have some payback and New Origin PTSD right now because, man, playing with those challenging origins, you start with no ships, you start with nothing. And so I'm so used to doing that now. You will get farming building after tech. Copy that. Hold up, another thing too, we're gonna keep our game paused for a second. Actually, I'm just gonna put it on a slow speed for now. And I'm gonna get my science ships here. We're gonna start surveying a few systems nearby. And so I'm just gonna plot a course for this cluster here. And in due time, I'll try to get my hands on a second scientist. Now, back here in my home system, I still don't have enough minerals. We just spent all of those building a alloy foundry. Oof, I'm gonna need some minerals too. But yeah, we'll work on getting those in a bit. Alrighty. Yo, Yorm, welcome to the stream. How you doing? We are playing some Stellaris here today, and we're talking about some of the new DLC and features that were announced in the dev diary today. If you've seen it, guys, let me know. What are some of your favorite features? Let me know in the comments below, because I am looking forward to a lot. So, there was so much. There was so much, and we already talked about it on YouTube. But man, that was a big announcement today, and so just to get another DLC on the way. How psyched are you for loot box leaders? I know I kid on loot box, but I'm so hyped for this update. Same here, and especially for the way that I make my content. I like kind of emphasizing like playing with leaders or like role playing the character, and so I want to see what this looks like and see if I can maybe expand on it a little bit. You guys know, if you guys haven't seen on my Twitter page, you'll occasionally see me in costume for a roleplay stream in this game, or any kind of Paradox Interactive game, really. But with them adding some emphasis on leaders in the game, I could definitely work off of that. Damn, May 9th, new DLC. I know, so crazy. And I probably said this like 5 times now, but just last month, on the 14th of last month, we got First Contact. And so back-to-back DLCs. The Conquering Planet change, the new QOL change for science ships automation, the leadership change, the council added. Yeah, the council I'm looking forward to as well. So good. So good. Guys, we have found the Cybrex right away. We have recovered the artifacts from an ancient alien civilization. Incredibly, the civilization, which apparently referred to itself as the Cybrex, seems to have been made up of machines that were linked together in some sort of collective consciousness. Now, the age of the artifact indicates they were active some 600,000 years ago, in this portion of the galaxy at least, but we have learned nothing of their exact origins. Now, according to this partial data fragment that our scientists managed to extract from one of the artifacts, the Cybrex at some point launched a crusade to destroy all sapient organic life in the galaxy for reasons unknown. Interesting. And so this is going to begin the precursor, the Cybrex event chain. And that's going to lead me through a series of events. One system away, we find the Cybrex. Oh, and we're using that. I got to see what advisor voice we have. Not the soldier, the worker. And so since we're playing with all farmers, we're going with the worker theme. Hey, how you doing? Remembering your run on Battletech has me playing Battletech again? Nice. Right now we're streaming on YouTube and Twitch. One day I will go back and do a run for BattleTech, and it'll be docked here in the archives in the Book of Yang. And so you're hearing me say it here. We're going to come back to some BattleTech in the future. But for now, you guys hear this? This is that Nemesis jam. I got to crank this up a little bit. Man. What are you guys' favorite songs from Stellaris? Because this right here, this just gets me hype every single time. It makes me want to play with the machine species and just exterminate Xenos. But yep, DLC looking more geared up for RP elements. I know. That is what I'm so excited for. Oh yes, Grandma Pork, what's happening? Welcome to the stream. Woo! This just makes me want to do the T pose and then just fly away. All right. This Nemesis song, this is just... I'm sorry guys, we're getting off a little topic here. Just, man, the music in Stellaris is phenomenal. I'm gonna finish playing some BattleTech minis tonight. Nice. Am I going to play a modded playthrough or just the base game or base game plus DLC? So anytime I do streams on Twitch or YouTube, unless it's like something that I role play for or just have something built for it, I usually play my Stellaris games with game and all DLC. I have all DLC active. I love it. And so guys, let's keep our game going here. We're back on normal speed. We got our planets here. We got a building on the way to get more alloys. Food turns into alloys now. We'll see how much we gain from that. On top of that, let's go to our policies. And so we may have just jumped about 8 months into the game. We haven't missed too much, but I'd say that now until we find an empire that is overwhelming in all categories compared to me. Our diplomatic stance, it's set to expansionist. Really, that's the first thing I really look at. Everything else is usually how I want my empire ran. And outside of that, yeah, militarized economy. How about we mix this back with, let me see, with this, actually, okay, we get more alloys from jobs. That could help boost my catalytic processing. And so again, guys, we got an alloy foundry on the way. And it said that stance, that policy, that economic policy right now set to militarized. Yeah. An extra 25% alloys from jobs. Talking of alloys, having capital work designation will be capital alloy world. And so running a Here Be Dragons meta build, 100k fleet power, Dragon Year. So I personally, I don't know how to do it. I've seen videos about it, but I feel like if I learn how to play that way, it becomes the only way that I'll know how to play. And so I'm trying to learn by trial and error. Oh, for BattleTech? Nice. Copy that. Guys, we're keeping our economic policy. It's staying on militarized economy, excuse me. Our trade policy is set to in the only wealth creation. And so each trade value that I collect earns me 1 energy credit. And so all of these things are going to be very important, especially with this catalytic processing civic that we are playing with. But let's go ahead and leave here. Next up, let's go to one more thing. Let's see. I like to just check, see if I have any edicts available. But since these do cost unity, we'll come back to these a little bit later when I after I recruit a few more leaders here. So the cheese right now is the retrofit cheese with autocannons to force AI to become your vassal via diplomacy. So here's the thing with that. Anytime a empire like loses a war, by the time I try to, send them negotiation terms to vassalize them, another empire beats me to it every single time. It's like instant vassalization. And so I don't know about you guys. I've had a little bit of a harder time trying to vassalize other empires. All right, so we got contact. The Galactic Farmers Market is abuzz with news of the alien remnants that were recently studied. Now, these remains are considered definite proof of intelligent, purposeful alien activity at some point in the past. Now, we may not be alone now, but we are at least not the first to be so. Remarkable. Phenomenal. And so there may be aliens out there. That don't matter. We got 2 potentially habitable worlds, 1 system away from my home world, And we have the Cybrex in the system as well. And so this is our first contact protocols. I'm going to say we should greet Xenos with open arms. I want to make friends. I don't want enemies. I don't want violence. I just want friends. And so this will increase my first contact discovery speed by 10% and will gain 50% more influence from each successful first contact process. Now, other empires will find it easier to establish communication with us, and we cannot attack neutral entities. And so, yes, let's greet them, let's give them our farm food, and call it a day. And so hopefully we don't find them sooner than later, but we are playing on a small galaxy with 10 other empires out there. And as soon as I say it, we have the Quezfaz archivist here. They are keepers of knowledge, and so this appears to be a fallen empire. They're a stagnant ascendancy. And so, yes, we heard it all before. We are the Quezfaz, and you are the Galactic Farmers Market. Greetings. Well met. Stay out of our space or force certain doom, and so forth. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're quite busy. Okay, well, that's quite the introduction there. And we'll just kind of, mumble to them. Cooperation will surely benefit us all. And so now my farmers are in a state of excitement. I don't know, excitement, fear? I'm sure it would be a mixture of all kinds of things if we just found out we were not the only ones out there. But the news that we have been, or that we've encountered intelligent life for the first time has been received with mixed feelings by our population. Now, this confirms that we had long suspected we're not alone in this galaxy. Each new alien species we encounter represents both an opportunity and a threat. Now, we must be wary. These particular Xenos appear to have been active on the galaxy stage for some time. Their empire is likely thousands of years old, and their technology is far ahead of ours. Now, we should be careful when dealing with them. And this changes everything. Holy cow, so this is a whole nother empire right here. Back-to-back fallen empires. This is a holy guardian. And so they say, another child. Know that we are I'm just going to call them the protectors. The chosen people of this galaxy. Respect our holy places, and we may refrain from annihilating you. I can just hear them saying that in a soft-spoken voice. These guys are dangerous. And you know what? I'm just now realizing. It kind of looks like an adult ET. Wow. And same thing here. We're just going to have all positive responses when we first meet these empires. And so here we go. The farmers market is located here. We have one fallen empire and two. And so I actually prefer it when the fallen empire is right next to me. That way I know that other empires will not be traveling through this area, hopefully, depending on RNG. Future Gaia worlds? Yes. Yes. Good stuff? Yes. Yes. Future farming worlds. And so, guys, we got our second science ship up. We're going to go ahead and assign, or we're going to recruit another leader. And ooh, look at this, a maniacal scientist. We have Tubra Innick. We are going to recruit her, and there we go. We got a second scientist. And so my first one, I'm going to actually repurpose their survey, their route here. And we're going to move them up this way. And all I'm doing is shift clicking here and plotting a course for my scientists in that direction. Now, Cal here is going to go in this direction, the opposite way. And I like to have my scientists sort of like survey and like expand outward. And I try not to have them cross the same system multiple times. I try to, if I really need a planet, in this case, I found two worlds right next to me, so I'm sitting a little comfortable right now. But let's say I started my game with no planets. I would instead, like if there were no planets near me, I would have my scientists just travel through each system and explore it. Exploring and surveying, two different things. When you explore, you just travel right through it, see if there's any habitable worlds, and then you move on. When you survey it, you really break down what each planet has. You see if that world has a space deposit or if the world is habitable for your species, or if there may be even a project or anomaly on that world. And so I usually do that if I know that there's a few worlds near me. In this case, like I said before, we got lucky. We'll see what happens though with the Cybrex. And here we have our alloy foundry coming in hot in T-minus 10 days. We'll see what our alloys go up to. 23. We still have plenty of food as well. And so this is where I can mismatch between industrial districts and agricultural districts, because when I build these industrial districts, the artisans will still turn minerals into consumer goods, but instead of what are the positions for
Spartans! What is your profession?
Miss TV coming in with the raid with 29. Yo, welcome to our farmers market, galactic farmers market of the galaxy. Yo, Simon's community, what is happening? How was the stream? It looks like it was the bomb.com because you guys are coming in here hot. What were you playing today? Holy moly. Guys, everyone from Simon's TV's community, welcome to the stream. I'm Alfie and Delete. I play a ton of Stellaris. I play all kinds of Paradox interactive games and other micromanaging 4X strategy type games. And so if you are here, welcome. You may see me in costume sometimes, but right now we are talking about Stellaris. We got new DLC that has been announced. We chatted about that a little bit earlier, and now we are starting our campaign here. And before we continue, we got a couple of followers. Another? Oh my goodness. Guys, we got 2 new followers here. We got, is it Kane Ganrell? I think that's right. And then Sincere the Mage. Guys, thank you for the follow. And I now grant you the status of Alpha, the energy of Yang, and the ability to delete all elites. Thank you for the follow, and welcome to our Stellaris stream, where we are trying to thrive off of food in our economy. And we're gonna see how much food we can make here. Wow, this is crazy. Thank you for stopping by, guys. And yo, I see we got another follower. Guys, I will do one more night and then we're gonna continue with the stream here. If anyone nights after that, I will night you in a few more moments after the stream. But I'm gonna call you Lag because I can't pronunciate your whole name. Peru Lag. I also grant you the status of Alpha, the energy of Yang, and the ability to delete all elites. Guys, let's continue our game here. We just started. We found 2 fallen empires right next to me. I like it. We're playing on a small galaxy. We got about 10 empires in here. We have a Discord channel where I let people create empires, and in between my run, I add them into my game. And so, yeah. Everyone's empire pretty much in this game is in here. And so we'll see what kind of chaos goes down. But yeah, thank you so much again, Simons, for the raid. And guys, let's keep our game going here. And so we just got our planet Barn here. We have, we're playing with catalytic processing, and I'm actually curious. I don't know if my, holy moly, that scared me. I don't know if my exclamation point empire button works, but if it does, it should give you a description of my empire. And so if you want to check out a little bit of background info about my empire, that option is there for you. We just finished building a research station, and so we also got another situation here. Holy moly. I don't know if I should have added a cooldown to that, but hopefully it doesn't do too many of those. That is a long description there. But yo, we have signs of precursor activity. Interesting. Where this is located at, it's, I'll imagine, pretty close to my homeworld, but normally with these situations, I try to leave them be for now and come back to them a little bit later. And so we're going to do that here, but we will keep an eye on that. This will be the second precursor. I don't know if it's going to be a chain or not, but we found the Cybrex earlier, and now we have this habitable world survey situation coming up. So this says, we now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Barn. And that Barn, again, is my homeworld. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Now, efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus on planetary survey efforts on habitable, life-bearing worlds. And so, yeah, sure, I'm going to say this is a commendable initiative. Holy moly. Yo, Soda Man, Anzo, hang out after the stream, and I will be knighting all of our new followers here. I can't keep knighting everyone every couple of minutes, or else I won't be able to get through the stream. But yo, welcome to the stream. Defugal, welcome, guys. Yes, we are trying to do just that. We're trying to get some food. We're playing with our catalytic processing empire. And here we have another situation, strange readings. And we'll come back to this a little bit later on. Right now we're surveying it in that galaxy. But again, I want to get my scientists out surveying and not researching projects just yet. We'll come back to the projects a little bit later on. Now over here, the system is not finished surveyed yet. Let's see here. I got plenty of food right now. We will sell some of that. Buy some minerals. And I'm going to use my construction ship here to mine the last 5 space deposits that are still not being utilized here just yet. I'm excited to see what nations spawn. I know. We have 2 fallen empires right now, and I feel like, I don't know. I feel like don't usually fallen empires are always like pre-made empires, or can a created empire be a fallen empire? I feel like I don't know if I've ever seen or at least I just don't remember. But guys, we got a mass extinction event. And so our first stumbling steps into the void beyond Barn were not motivated solely by curiosity or even a desire to conquer the unknown or a need to leave our mark on the galaxy. The biosphere on Barn has undergone rapid changes in the past few centuries, and prominent scientists warn that Barn may be forced with the beginnings of mass extinction events. That cynical purging of life that is inseparable from planetary existence in the greater cosmos. Now, a research plan has been put together to study a number of planets rendered uninhabitable by major astronomical incidents or planet-bound catastrophes. We hope that by reconstructing these events, a similar fate may be avoided for Barn and the farmer's race. It all falls onto you to watch or overwatch the galactic farmer's market to ensure that this expedition is carried out. We have to research extinction level events to ensure that our planet is healthy and able to provide as much food as possible. It would be neat that any empires you lose will make a comeback as a fallen empire in another game. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Grandma Pork says, I think you can force it to be a fallen empire if the file, in the files as well. Copy that. Copy that, guys. Let's see if we can build another building on planet Barn. Now, the amenities have went low. Let's add a hollow theater to it for now. And on top of that, I'm going to rush another agricultural district. We have plenty of jobs here. Actually, I want to build the agricultural district, but I feel like it's almost too soon. That'll increase our job upkeep if I'm not utilizing that. But I will build that next, just I'll wait until the available jobs go down. Back at my shipyard, let's add a few Corvettes as well, since I'm starting to build up my alloys per month. I think you can force it to be a fallen empire. Yes. Tick, yeah, welcome to the stream. I had a good run in my Swarm playthrough, and then I lost track of one guy and got stabbed in the back. Oh, was this a multiplayer game? Because that sounds very multiplayer-like. Wow. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear. But yeah, we got a tradition. What do we start with first? I'm looking at this adaptability tree because of the building slots, the resettlements. Let's see here. Discovery is, I feel like I always go with discovery. So maybe I'll try something out a little different. Expansion. I feel like there was something that gives you more food. Was it harmony? I cannot remember. Guys, let me know if you know. Isn't there like a tradition that gives you more? Is it habitability? Wait, habitability? You mean adaptability? This gives you, it decreases pop housing usage. Oh, it's if you complete it. Oh no, that gives you planetary prospecting. What is it that gives you the 10% food? Is it if you adopt it? Or no, because that says pop housing usage. I was for sure there was something for food here. Or am I not seeing it right now? Because I see habitability here. One thing I will say is every time I don't go with expansion, I always end up missing Reach for the Stars. Yeah, I don't think there's a food specific one either. Oh, it would probably be pop-up keep. Yeah. It would be pop-up keep because if we go to our population here and we look at our pops, wouldn't that be it? Like, aren't pops... Wait a minute, let me see here. Look at that food, 93 food. Domination gives your workers resources +5. Yo, red cap. You might be onto something there. I might just try that just to, you know, see what happens. Domination? Do we start with domination first? I don't know if I've ever done that before. So right now, if I were to adopt it, it would just decrease my clear blocker cost by 33%. Let's look at what else we could use after this. So capital buildings and housing buildings provide +1 housing each. There's also the 0.5 influence. Nice, nice. Enforcers give you unity. My worker pop resource output is increased by 5%. And there's an edict. Extended shifts. Let me come back to this one. There's one I was looking at. I think it's adaptability. I think I might try this out first. Yeah. Especially since we only have one planet for now. You never know what's... A planet's not... It's not yours until you have your pops living on it. And the planets don't turn into ginormous titans. That's when you know you're good. And so adaptability to tradition, look, it might not be meta. It might not even be efficient. But we're just going to try it out and have some fun. And there we go. Decreasing that pop housage. Extended shift gives 10%? Look, you guys are, you know, you're persuading me pretty well right now. Go cyborg and you make your species make like 10% produce? Cyborg farmers? I know there was a food one, but I'm pretty sure they removed it. Copy that. Yeah, I feel like I did remember it. We looked, we didn't see it, so. But the pop upkeep, I feel like that's it though, because each pop, oh, that's what we were gonna look at real quick. So let's go to our species here. I wonder if this shows it. Nope. Nope. I think it was the population tab here. I'm just trying to see what the upkeep is. Oh yeah, here it is. So a clerk, their upkeep is food. 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 All this food. Some have consumer good upkeep. Some have minerals. But that would decrease all of that. And so yeah, that would help with food as well. So we have this mass extinction. The first planet we're looking at is covered in layers upon layers of dense ices and varying composition. Now, apparently, it was once home to more varied and pleasant biomes. A special project has been issued to investigate this possibility. And so yeah, guys, right now, I think my species are concerned about planets going extinct. And so now we're trying to research a bunch of different worlds and learn how their planets gave up. And so yeah, for research, for role-playing purposes, I may try to keep my farmers human, because I feel like a farmer would be
system resources analyzed,
almost hesitant about not machines, but I can't in my mind see a farmer being like, yeah, you're not gonna, I don't know. It would take time. Cyborgs are still human? Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm imagining like farmers with like tools for their arms. So imagine they could just like, their legs were like lawnmowers. Like their legs were like, they could just go around and cut grass. Planet Amish, but they have spaceships. It's funny you say that because in the area that I live in, I live by a lot of like Mennonite and Amish people. And where I live at, we have lots of farming. And so, yeah. First thing B, yo, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're going to be uploading this onto YouTube, guys. For everyone that's here, thank you so much for stopping by. Earlier on, we uploaded a video, or I tried to stream it. I'm not going to play that. We talked a little bit about the new announcement from Stellaris, Galactic Paragon, which is crazy good stuff. And so you can see that. We'll be uploading this stream onto my YouTube channel after this is over. It's actually streaming on it right now. But yeah, if you want to watch it afterwards, or if you miss it, that is where you can see it at. And let's continue our game here with another precursor activity sign. Now, another reason why I skip on some of these situations is that the relative difficulty of these are very hard to research. And so this is going to take me about 2,100 plus days to research. And that is a long time. Right now, our main focus is just kind of exploring the galaxy, seeing what's out there, and trying to expand our borders, which is what we are going to do right now. And so, yeah, where my planet is located is in a pretty solid spot. Easy to defend. We got 2 choke point systems that pretty much if any other empire wants to travel near us, they're going to have to go through here and right here. And so if we defend those well enough, good luck. And later on, I'll be able to extend those defensive choke points out as well. We'll make those defensive choke points, strength, defensive platforms, add all that jazz, and try to, yeah, make sure that our home world is protected. And so right now, yeah, here we have 4 available jobs. Once this drops down to about maybe 1 or 2, actually, I could probably build an agricultural district now, and the Pops would jump to that job because I'm pretty sure Pops don't care too much about this clerk job. But I'm actually surprised that we have more clerks than we do entertainers. You wait until they level up and your scientist, and then if you get one with the carefree trait, yes, those traits for the scientist are good as well. And speaking of scientists, let's go ahead and recruit another one. Let's get another one. So here we have a level 2 scientist now. Or are they level 3? Oh, they're level 2. Weatherman Yang with the fantastic green screen work like always. Right on. Level 3 is okay. Oh yeah, like level 3 to research situations. So yeah, for me, I'll wait until I get about, depending on the size of the galaxy. In this case, I'm playing on a small one. So what I'll do is I'll get about 3 scientists. I'll get them out to survey the galaxy. They'll push out, go as far as they can, explore everything, build up their level, hope they don't die. And then after that, I'll get about another wave of 2 more scientists out there, and I'll have them start researching projects and things like that. And if push comes to shove, sometimes I'll swap out scientists and have the scientists that's surveying like further out in the galaxy, I'll have them come back and just assign them to a ship that's in my home system, and then they'll go research projects, and the lower level scientists will just continue exploring the galaxy. And so it's all kind of situational, but just depending on what my scientists have, we just play to what's going on. So here we have it, our first archaeological dig site. Let's see what it is. Anyone home? Home. Cringe. All right, so our survey ship has scanned a planet and detected some artificial structures worth a closer look. Now, unnervingly, there are no signs of any population down there. Cool. I do the same. It's all about science ships early game. Yes. More systems you survey, I mean, the more you can expand your borders to. In our case here, I got 4 influence that I'm bringing in per month. And yeah, right now we're looking at who we are going to recruit next. Now, we got 3 options here. We have a military theory, a new worlds, and adaptable. Now, I'm probably going to go for the adaptable. That extra leader experience gain is going to be phenomenal. We'll try to level them up fast. And for this scientist, I'm actually going to go and head this direction as well. It looks like there's another cluster of systems here, and I want to get these surveyed as quickly as possible. And so there, I just planted my course for my scientist. Excuse me. Anyone know who the precursor is? I don't remember. I've done all of these precursor situations. I know a few of them. I don't remember what you get from the anyone home dig site though. Crystal Codex anomaly always gives statecraft expertise to the scientists doing it. Interesting. Terrible Hamster, would you, if you don't mind, could you tell me a little bit more about this Crystal Codex? And guys, another situation, atmospheric anomalies. So atmospheric readings from this planet Rador 3 do not match simulated projections. This brings up the concern and desires research. I researched that. Why did I research that? We are not going to research that. We're going to continue surveying, and we'll have another scientist research that a little bit later on. Now, also, depending on how close I see other empires will determine how fast I begin to build towards them. And so let's say, you know, I find another empire somewhere like in this star right here. If I find out they're there, or I get an alert that there's some kind of entity or something living that's in that area, I will immediately start building my borders right in their direction. And so, yeah, just depending on what happens in this situation, sometimes I plan things out and then things just go the complete opposite direction. And so it's always fun to try to, you know, come up with these grand schemes. But for me, I think it's even better watching it all completely collapse sometimes and just being like, all right, we were going to do this, but in this case here, we got a fallen empire all the way over here. And so here's another mass extinction situation. This is the Desolate Planet. Let's take a quick look at this. Oh, I can't zoom in on it apparently. But a planet in the system still wears fossilized traces of a past ecology on its sleeve. Now, what could turn a thriving biosphere into a blasted wasteland? We'll research it later.
Situation log updated.
And so, yeah, again, guys, my farmers are afraid our planet will stop growing crops. I got 6 jobs available here and 2 farmer jobs are open. So yeah, right now, this is where I would definitely slow down on building jobs here and waiting for more pops to grow so that they can fill in these jobs. Now, swirling shadows. This is immense, ragged plains of shadows adrift across. This is that same system that had that situation that we just read off before. And so make the genocide on them. We won't be genociding in this run. We are farmers. And whenever I say that, I always think of this commercial that I hear on the radio where it's like, we are farmers, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. But yeah, we are just pretty much going for a main focus of using food as fuel to our empire. They are cast not by clouds, but sheets of organic material drifting through the upper layers of the atmosphere, hinged or rather jointed to allow for a small degree of articulation. Now, our science officer is as yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora or fauna, or what possible purpose, if any, their elaborate shadow casting might serve. So yeah, we don't know much about this species, but this is going to add a +4 society modifier to this planet here behind me. I keep thinking of Farmer's Son. What is that? I don't know if I have ever heard of that before. So you took the Civic that lets you make alloys out of food? Yes. And so for anyone that may be joining the stream or watching this VOD on Twitch or YouTube, my government, this is us. We are the Galactic Farmers Market. We have a fanatic authoritarian, and materialist ethic. And then for our civics, we went with catalytic processing and functional architecture. What? Farmers only dating service? Are you serious? Wow. That is crazy. What? A farmers only. I gotta name one of the planets after that, or something has to be named after that now. Farmers only. That is hilarious. I'm sorry. That is great. All right. So we have a player error. There's something like that here in the UK. That is craziness. You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com. That is oh my god. It was a meme in the early 2000s, maybe 2010. Wow, that is hilarious. I'm sorry, I have never heard of that before. Farmers only. Well, hey, I would have piled the Argarian ideal on that, but that might have been too farmy. I mean, hey, we can always reform our government. The commercials were hilarious. I've never seen any of this stuff. Literally, the song on the commercial. What is my Farmers of the Galaxy turned into here? Guys, and so yeah, we started with the prosperous unification origin as well. And I have a imperial empire. And so once my ruler dies, a new successor becomes the Overwatch. That's our lead position. The heir to it is our deputy overlord. And so yeah. Oh yeah. You have to increase your farmer's pop somehow. That is true. That is true. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to see what's up. You guys have to send me some videos or something of the commercials. I'm curious what this even looks like. So we have found a strategic resource, and it appears we have found some rare crystals. And that is going to be located right here in Jarlapathon. This system has one rare crystal. So that'll be an important system later on in the game. For now, though, let's keep our eye on planet Barnes. Geez, this is a hellish situation and another precursor. Wow. And so just going to have to wait on that for a while, but we have lots and lots of precursors and right now a dig site right next to us. Guys, let's put another point into our tradition tree here. And we started with adaptability. Let's see. Let's go with environmental diversification. This will increase habitability by 10%. And then I would imagine, you know, seeing the silver lining of that, making this continental world here 80% habitable. 80% habitable. No projects, no situations on this world. And so this is going to be up for grabs. We're going to go ahead and colonize this. And so I need about 200 more consumer goods, and we'll buy that right off our market. Excuse me. And we'll go ahead and name this planet. Oh, farmers only? That is great. All right, and so farmers only on this world. There it is. A good mining planet? Let's see what we got here. Not as much agricultural districts as I would like. But yeah, maybe we could use it for minerals. The challenge in this stream, though, is we're trying to add as many agricultural districts to our planets as possible, though. And so, you know, I may add a little bit of industrial to build up some alloys here, but we're really going to be putting a lot of emphasis on that catalytic processing. And so, Zarek's black hole, we're going to build a starbase around it. Oh, man. Can't farm without iron for your tools, which means mining. That is true. That is true. But I'm going to make it hard for myself. I'm going to see if I can have so much food that we can pay for it. We can pay for minerals with our food. We'll see. We'll see if we can get there. And another thing too is with my species. I don't know if we've looked at their traits yet, but I added the very strong trait so that our worker pop resource output would be increased.
System resources
And we have the rapid breeders as well. But yeah, these are some of the traits we have. That very strong though. I'm hoping we can really play up to that. And here we have playful ruins. And so this is a difficulty that's set to routine. And it says impressive structures litter a small area of the structures of one of the worlds we're looking at, practically begging for some archaeological work. There it is. We're gonna leave it be for now though. Right on. I feel like someone that didn't watch the stream today is gonna be like, what in the world is going on here? Income, I'll give you lots of bits. Look, I'm gonna do what I can. I will try. If you want to give your bits, you're more than welcome to, but yeah. Are you hyped for new DLC? Bobber, yo. Bobber, yes, I am very hyped for some new DLC here. galactic paragons. Guys on YouTube, we talked about it there for a bit. You'll probably be seeing some shorts about it on my feed, or I'll probably see it. I don't know if you guys will see it or not, but yeah, we'll be talking about it a bit on YouTube, and yeah, it looks awesome. It looks really cool, and so I cannot wait. I think he had anglers too. I've seen someone do a similar challenge to this. It didn't go well. If that's what happens, if I die, I die. And yeah, with anglers, that's usually what I go with these more food-based economy empires. I usually go with anglers, but I wanted to try my humans out. I want to see if mankind can make it as farmers in the galaxy. It's not a big thing, but quality of life to leaders, yes. Leaders, the Galactic Council, or your council for your empire, that sounds really cool. I think that sounds badass. But yeah, Bopper, welcome to our Farmers of the Galaxy playthrough. Doing catalytic converters or whatever? Yes, Devilicious, we sure are. We're playing with catalytic converting, and I went with functional architecture so that we can get a extra building slot open. And so extra building slot and districts and district cost will be decreased. And so in the early game, when I'm building a bunch of districts, they'll be a little bit cheaper. And then after that, yes, we talked about that before. I'll be probably reforming my government a little bit later on in this run, but we just started. We're only 5 years into this game now. We've expanded here to about 4 systems. And here in a bit, you know what? I might go ahead and just add another construction ship and get some corvettes here. That way I know here in a bit we will probably be running into another empire. And so over here, this looks like it's really far away. This is only 3 systems away. That is a desert world. Size 10. And yo, Cheddaroni, hang out after the stream. Once we are done with this stream for the day, I will be knighting everyone that just followed us. But yo, thank you for the follow and welcome to our stream. We are in the middle of our farmers market of the galaxy. We're really trying to put emphasis on, oh nice, farming in this game. And yo, we got a natural wormhole here. And what's even better is I could pretty much secure all of this right here. Now guys, we just colonized our first planet. Our colony ship has gently touched down at the mouth of a large river delta on one of the several continents that can be found on our new planet, Farmers Only. Now this temperate, forested region will serve as an ideal first landing site. Now the ship has been permanently converted into an administrative headquarters of the new settlement, and its reactor core is in the process of being removed so that it may serve as the colony's temporary power source. Now, hundreds of small tents and prefab shelters have sprung up around the former starship's massive hull as colonists begin to disembark in large numbers. The first farmer city on an alien world. A day for the galactic farmers market. A great day. What size is too small? Size 10? Nah, size 10 is going to be a good world. I'll take it. The other planet we have is a size 15 that we haven't colonized yet, and it's not very habitable for us, and so it wouldn't be the best idea to try to colonize that right now. It'd be nice if we found the new Baul relic, though. Merging CK3 and Stellaris sounds fantastic, so hyped for DLC. I am very hyped for DLC as well. At least it's not a size 3 planet. Yes. Yo, we got some new tech that is perfect. Perfect. This is going to add to my worker pop resource output. We now have powered exoskeletons, and so let's look for our next engineering technology here to research. And you know what? Let's go for some robotic workers. I wouldn't mind having robots doing the farming for me, and so going with this technology is going to unlock the robot assembly plants, and it'll unlock the feature robot workers. And so that's going to take us about 55 months. I think that'll probably drop down over time as my scientists level up. They also got that research progress modifier that helps out as well. We'll come back to them in a few months. For my construction ship down here, we're going to try and get this system next. That way we can kind of close off these systems here and come back to them a little bit later on. And you don't have the Cybrex, you can't get the Baul. Oh, so I didn't realize that. So what, if I find the Cybrex, I can't find the Baul, the last of the Baul? I'm gonna scoot my chair up a little bit. Cool. Well, in that case, yeah, we'll probably go for that Cybrex here in a moment.
System resources analyzed.
Let's go back to our shipyard here, and I'm actually going to go ahead and build another science ship. We got 4 now. We're going to have our 5th on the way. And when I get the resources, we are going to get another construction ship as well. All right, so we got a natural wormhole. We talked about this a little bit earlier on, but here it is here in the background. And it says we have detected what appears to be a natural occurring subspace phenomena on the edge of the Arari system. That's where we are here. Now, a rift in the very fabric of space-time has formed here, creating a wormhole. That's that over there. Now, our scientists speculate and may provide a conduit through subspace to another wormhole located somewhere else in our galaxy. Now, depending on where the second wormhole is located, this could potentially allow ships to travel from one end of the galaxy to another in a matter of days. Unfortunately, this wormhole, like the vast majority of its kind, is inherently unstoppable. Any vessel foolish enough to pass through it will be ripped apart in seconds. And it's really cool that the situation is happening right now because I'm in the middle of watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and they mentioned something about that. And there's a lot of like things traveling in and out of the wormhole, and they're just trying to figure it out. Good stuff. You can only get 1 progenitor flag per game. You know what? I actually didn't even know that. That's pretty cool.
Anomalous readings detected.
All right, so here we have surface writing. It says here that there's significant scanning of this on the surface of this world in a pattern that cannot be natural. Now, from orbit, the massive rifts look almost like writing. And look, IRL, I'm leaving that behind. If there's a planet that has writing on it that I have not landed on before, and we know nothing about it, hard pass. We are not doing that. But what we are about to do is we're about to go for this adaptive ecology. It says that the highest functions of ecology in the understanding of consequences, or is the understanding of consequences. Now, this is going to give me 1 extra building slot. Cool. And that's just going to make my world a little bit more comfortable. And I'm curious to see how this all stacks up on planets that we have not colonized yet. And so here above me here, I have this. Can my finger reach it? No, it can't. But where it says farmers only, this planet we'll see how many building slots are open. But yeah, back here on planet Barn, again, we still have plenty of available jobs. I see that the pops are taking up the farmer jobs as a priority over some of the other positions here, because the entertainer job is still at the same, clerks are still at the same as well. We'll see what this next growing pop decides to jump to. Now, for our next physics technology, let's see what we got here. We're trying to build a bigger fleet. Ships usually cost energy credits. We're also trying to colonize planets. And so going for the AI-controlled colony ship seems like it would be a pretty good idea as well. But by the time I finish researching this, I may already have my colony. And so I think I might go with field modulation first, and I could see that being a near second technology that we research afterwards. And so here it is. Oh, and now that I'm looking at it, Sapra here has the paranoid trait. Something must have happened while she was out researching. But hopefully that doesn't impact her too badly out there. By the way, if you have the tech, you can clear blockers on your colony while it's developing. Yes, I think I learned that from another content creator. They made like a tips and tricks, and I picked that up on there. And so I do usually do that. We found some exotic gases, but yeah, let's go back to farmers only. Head to the features here, and we don't have, actually, we have a few tile blockers on this world, but none of them we have the technology to clear them out. And so later on, when we get some tech for it, we'll have to try it. Let's see here. Now, for my science ship, let's get another scientist. And wait. This scientist has a expertise in archaeo studies. I thought this was the one that increases research speed for archaeological dig sites. But I've heard that industry scientists are pretty good too. The thing is I do not have enough unity for it. And so each scientist that you buy, the cost of them increases. And so we're gonna have to wait before we get another scientist. But on another good note here, I have a second construction ship. And so let's keep expanding down here. And I do see that I have a few space deposits that I'm leaving behind for now. Oh, I can't expand either. So instead of expanding, let's just go ahead and do what I was not going to do. And that was building mining and research stations. And so for both of these scientists, I'm going to bring them back to my borders. And we're just going to start building these stations here and increasing our tech and other economic or our other scientists or science points. I'm kind of forgetting what I'm saying here. No, it's for archaeotechnologies, a new category in society. Yep, not the one that increases archaeological dig site research speeds. I forget what that trait is. I finish the song every time he says farmers only. When I'm thinking of farmers, I got a different song in my head. There's like I don't know what it's for, but it's always we are farmers. Bum 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 bum. And even today at work, that was just all in my head because I was putting this like a campaign together for this. And guys, you can see more details about that there on that Twitter link. But yeah, all day I've just been thinking about, all right, what can I talk about with farmers? They do look the same, but the other is a light blue teal. Oh, okay. Are you talking about for the trait for the scientist? Guys, we can get more food through hydroponic farming technology. And so this is some tech that we just unlocked. And now we're able to build hydroponic farms and hydroponic bays. Now let's look for some new society technology here. And I see that we have a tile blocker technology. Let me go to my planet and see what features we have. Same thing on farmers only. Okay, so farmers only actually has toxic kelp on it. And that is the technology that we can research to clear that. Here it is. Does it say the name of it? Yeah, toxic kelp. And so this is ocean ecology management. And in real life, in game, we want to take care of our oceans. I wish they would add a browsable tech tree. I agree. I wish I could see all of the paths that technology leads to. And that sounds like something that would be really good to recommend to the developers. I know they have like kind of like there's places that you can go to like in their forums and things where you can like see the tech trees. Yeah, like that. I was thinking like Total Rome. Yeah, you got to search the wiki. Yeah. That's where I there's like a website you can go to that has that tree on there, but yo, if they add it in game, that'd be pretty great. All right, so back to our scientists here, guys. Let's keep on surveying. Now, it looks like there's some sort of... Oh, it's space amoeba. Okay, so we can probably start a first contact with these guys. And we'll come back to them a little bit later on. For my construction ship over here, let's see. I should have enough influence now. And, yeah, you know what? Actually, I'll go ahead and take this system as well. You know what? I'm going to hold off on that. That's a fallen empire. Never mind. Let's just build a research station here. And yeah, they're holy guardians. And so the last thing that you want to do is get too close to these guys. And I feel like with the holy guardians, you can build one system around them. And I'm going to check and... You know what? I'm going to test the waters here. It might burn my influence here, but the lesson learned will be worth more than anything else. All right, and so let's go ahead and, yeah, again over here, we're going to keep surveying. Holy cow, that scared the heck out of me. This says here that at efforts to map the surface of this moon that we are researching have identified a strange mountain range in the southern hemisphere. Now, it does not appear to have formed naturally. Okay, we'll leave that be for now as well. We're getting to the point, though, where I might have my science ship automatically explore, and I'll do that after they finish exploring these next two systems. Once you get a little bit further outside of like my sector, that's when I'll start automatically exploring. And then that's when I'll send the next wave of leaders up to begin researching projects and things like that. All right, and so our food has went back up again. We've encountered a civilization, a pre-space alien civilization on Stellaris. And here is this world here. Oh, that's a pretty nice looking planet there. All right, it's a 26 population on it. And it says that there's evidence that they have harnessed the power of the atom. A nuclear weapon may be prolific among their many divided states, and the possibility of a sudden self-inflicted extinction event is very high. We should consider building an observation post above their world to study them more closely. Interesting. Very interesting. And so we'll check that out here in a moment. Back to Planet Barn. Yep, I already know, Red Cape. When they said they had the power to wield atomic weapons, I think in my head, rip. There goes that world. Adios. And so I was pretty sure. Okay, yeah, my construction ship is still heading there to, excuse me, Alpha Yell delete. Expand our borders. For my science ship over here, yeah, we have that pre-FTL species over here. And now that I've pretty much researched everything over here, let's check out this shaded area. And I'm surprised, we're a couple of years into the game, but we still have not found any alien species out there just yet.
System resources
We found pre-FTLs, we found fallen empires, but no other empires that are just kind of like more on our level. Okay, and so I'm going to have two scientists actually head in the same direction. And we're just going to have them help research that whole area there. Now, oh yeah, here, wait, what? What is the scientist doing? Let's recruit another one. We have enough resources here now. And, oh, this increases anomaly discovery chance. Wow, I feel like that'd be a pretty good scientist that has a trait like that to go for. And so, yeah, we'll go ahead and begin surveying systems in this direction. And we'll see if we can acquire some more dig sites or any kind of projects like that through research. But yeah, here again, we're going to go ahead and build our port, claim this system, and let's go back to some of these bases here, especially the ones that are protecting systems leading to my home world. And I got plenty of food right now. We'll go ahead and sell some of that. And another thing too, let's go back to our edicts. I want to see if we have any edicts available. Information quarantine. So this increases stability and governing ethics attraction. Or we have fortifying the border. I'm going to go for the information quarantine first. We'll activate this for a bit. That stability, I feel like it adds up. Increases trade value, immigration pool, and resources from jobs. And so resources from jobs, that impacts my food. Most of our workers are farmers. And so that, I think that'll mean more food. Let me see if that impacts our food here in the next month, our food income. So we're at 58 right now, and the next day or the next month, boom, 60. So it's the little things. All right, so we got about 4 jobs available. Again, nobody wants to be a entertainer. And so we're gonna go ahead and build the last agricultural district that we can on this world. And on top of that, I'm gonna clear out these blockers here as well. And so plenty of food to go. Oh, sweet. And we expanded our borders here, and the Fallen Empire has not reacted to that. And so let's just keep it going. I see here that there's some exotic gases, and so I'm trying to work my way towards that area as well. And for my civilian ships over here,
System resources
I feel like I should try to claim that natural wormhole system, but I'm running really low on influence at the moment. And so right now I'm waiting to see who that first empire is. Farmers Only is almost finished. Hey, DeFugel, hey, thanks for stopping by again today, and have a wonderful rest of your evening. And we're going to be back tomorrow with some more farmers I keep wanting to say farmers only now. Our galactic farming empire here. And so, yo, here it is. Speaking of farmers only, we have our farming only planets. We are going to go ahead and hit OK on that. And we're going to start with the city district first. And then right after that, agricultural district next. And on top of that, I'm probably going to add a, do I have a pop growth building? Not just yet. But no worries, we'll probably get an alloy foundry on there a little bit later on. Guys, we got our second planet colonized. We got a first contact pending. This is with the space amoeba, and they say upon entering their system, our sensors picked up strange readings. Dismissed at first, glorified asteroids. Things quickly changed when it was discovered that these entities reacted aggressively to movement in space, even at great distance. Now, observation of these entities, preferably from a safe distance, is advised. And so this will be best viewed from afar, but we're going to say keep it up. And so we'll see how they respond to our first contact with them. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and keep our game going. 8 years into this run so far, and heading to my shipyard, we're going to build a handful more corvettes. And I see that right now I'm currently lacking some consumer goods.
Construction complete.
Let's go back to Planet Barn here, and you know what? Now would probably be a good time to try and get some more alloys. Can I add it to my monthly trade? Sure can. And I just want to add one for now. We'll build a consumer building a little bit later on in the game. Right now that food is looking juicy, and it's looking like it's ready to be processed. And so we got to get that squared away here. Just I only have so many planets right now.
System resources,
but I'm looking forward to getting some of these other planets colonized here in a bit. And so yeah, this is our arid world, only 30% habitable, and then we have a size 10 desert world a little bit further away. And those are the other planets that I'm seeing right now that are near my home world. Uh-oh. And so we have an encounter here with the Kappa aliens. Are we pinned in, or are they pinned in? What is this? It does not look like it is an empire. But we're going to go ahead and start first contact with it anyway and see what that is all about. And so our second first contact event.
Anomalous readings detected.
Here we have the heated rhythm. Aliens, yes. We're talking aliens right now. Yo, Trey Gaming, those aliens are capping. Yes. Yes, those aliens are capping indeed. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing all right. This is our first run of the Farmers of the Galaxy. This is our mostly just challenge, trying to get as much food as we can and converting it into other resources. But yeah, hopefully all is well. And yeah, this is our galactic farmers market. And so still early on in the game, we got sort of a long build here. Looks like we may be building a little bit wider than I had initially planned for. We were playing on a small galaxy, and we have lots of other empires here. Yet here we are, still expanding. We haven't found anyone just yet. And we have a toxic terraforming candidate that's been discovered. You should turn the aliens into food and then trade the food back to them. We'll see if we can do that. I follow a creator that has the Galactic Food Services. You guys may know who I'm talking about, but yeah, that sounds very much like that. Our detailed surveys on a planet has revealed that although it is currently unsuitable for life due to the noxic gases present in its atmosphere, it is capable of sustaining a breathable atmosphere. Okay. So, though a concerted effort, we may be able to break the planet's toxins down into less lethal compounds. Terraforming this planet would theoretically be possible, but we need not yet possess the means to accomplish this monumental task within a realistic time frame. Now, I'm going to go see where this planet is located. Ah, here it is. Okay. And so a toxic world that could be terraformed into a less toxic world. Guys, I'm gonna go back to this planet here, and oh, that is a bummer. Actually, we're gonna do something a little risky here. This is very risky. So I got a scientist here. They're in the system that's right next to it. I'm going to switch their fleet stance from evasive to passive, and we're gonna plot a course and just rotate out of orbit. Hopefully we're not in range of this hostile fleet. I got the game going right now. Now just check here, and we're gonna see if we are out of range of this hostile alien vessel here. And we're gonna see if we can maybe just squeeze our way around the outside border. Oh no! Run for it! Run away! And I'm gonna see if they can they make it to the other side of the galaxy? I hope so. I'm not using any mods tray game. I have all the DLC active in this game though right now. Holy moly. My poor scientist. Hot pursuit is going down. Oh. There are a couple of habitable worlds here though that I want to look at. And so this is back with the space amoeba. It says the entities encountered by our fleet some time ago are spaceborne forms of life, quickly named space amoeba or amoeba. Following an analyst's gross misreading of initial sensor output, the creature is in fact larger than the average galactic farmers market Corvette ship. Okay.
The dialectic will spread.
And so, yo, it worked.
System resources.
Nice. Yeah, they are backing off. Wow. So we did it. Way to keep the ship alive. We're hanging in there. That I learned in a, I played this like Galaxy Brain tournament a while back, and I saw another player do it, and I was like, you can do that. Awesome. And so, yeah, guys, if there's a hostile ship that is in a system, you can shift right click it and just click it outside the galaxy there. And that way you can move past the hostile ships. Or they have cloaking now, which I don't 100% know if that like works the way I'm thinking it does, where you can just travel through a system like through from star to star. But yeah, that right there, that's how you do it. And so this scientist is going to skim away. Excuse me. Very nice. Learn new things every day. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. When I learned that, I was just like, yo, there it is. There it is. And so very nice. Learning new things every day. That's how it is. I've been playing this game for a while now, and just I feel like every run that I do, I learn something. You say space amoeba, I say target practice for my titans. Oh, we got some beef with the amoeba. So yo, guys, we got another tradition point to put into adaptability. Now, excuse me, I hit my mic. I would like to use this one, but I'm not planning on resettling any pops anytime soon. And then for the other adaptability traditions, this one, it says that it increases building and district strategic resource cost upkeep by 10%, but I don't have anything that uses any of that just yet. So I think now would probably be a good idea to maybe jump to another tradition. And I saw that domination was mentioned earlier. I kind of like this. I'm not going to lie. I've never played with domination this early in the game. If it works, it works. We'll see what's up. Domination's coming up next. And so adopting this tradition will decrease clearing blockers by 33% the time, or no, the cost, and completing it will decrease empire size. And so, yeah. On top of that, speaking of, like size of things, here, let's see if this ship gets away. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Bingo. And so the second, do you guys see this? Do you see that? Does that designate trick work with your fleets too? Yes. So if there is a hostile fleet in a system, it just depends where they're located. It depends on the range of the enemy's weapons. There's a number of things that play into it, because there's some ships It don't matter where you are. They're going to shoot at you. All right. So just be careful, because that is a risk right there. I could have lost a scientist doing that. But if you can, if the fleet is like on another side of the system, you can travel along that edge and get to the next system. You have to set their stance to passive. And I actually remember, I can't remember how to do it, but there's another way. Oh, here it is. So just a heads up, let's say I have a group of fleets and I accidentally click for them to travel to a system where they'll have to travel through this system where the hostile ships are. I can make this system not restricted. And so it says here that our fleets may freely travel through the system right now, but if I click this, it'll say that our fleets will avoid traveling through this Holly Bray system. And so that's something that's like right there in my face, but I always forget about it. And so, yeah. And you see now it's going to be colored in red. The text is red. And so that helps a lot with like protecting your ships, especially if there's like a hostile ship there. And let's say I wanted my fleet to travel here. They'll have to go through all of this, and boom, they will not travel through that system. And so that's a fun little tip that I feel like it gets missed pretty frequently. But yeah, we made it here. There is a holy world there. And so it is a very nice planet. It is a very nice Gaia world. As much as I would love to colonize it, colonizing it right now would get me in a lot of trouble. I'd be biting off more than I could handle there, because I am right next to a fallen empire that is a holy empire, a holy fallen empire, or holy guardians. There we go. And so if I were to colonize that world, they'd be like, what in the holy world is going on here? And they telling me to get off of that planet. Now, later on in the game, that threat will not scare me, but right now, they would destroy me. I'd be like, yeah, I'm just trying to farm. And they're like, no, get your farmers off my planet. And so, speaking of farms, do it for the vine. Yeah, I would, but that would end the playthrough very early. Televangelists Empire, yeah. Oh, yeah. Big time. And so I'm going to avoid that. I am getting some systems next to their border. They're not complaining about it. Neither am I. And so we'll see, like I said, later on, if we can figure out how to get that planet in my system's control. I'm actually curious to see if sometimes I'll intentionally let the AI expand their borders over that, or I'll let them expand their border right next to like a military isolationalist empire. That's like a fallen empire. And I'll let them just go to war over it, because they'll just colonize it anyway. And I'm like, yo, you're brave. We found another habitable world nearby. This one is definitely going to be a good fit for my species, because it is a continental world, and that is what my species prefer. And so once I get this system under the galactic farmers market control, we're going to go back up in this way, and we're going to try to claim this world as well. And so, I'm surprised we were able to even expand this far. This is with the Kappa aliens. Those are the robot, or the sort of like machine aliens that, we traveled around the system to get through. And so we've discovered a new life form in that Holly Bray system that we made unaccessible for my fleets. And although calling it a life form may be incorrect, the entities appear to be fully automated, mechanical drones built exclusively for some unknown industrial purpose. Now, observation will continue, but since it's likely that these machines are programmed with defense protocols, it would be prudent to tread lightly. And so we're going to keep looking, but use caution. And that's what we were doing a little bit earlier on. For saying Beast, this planet isn't farmers only. Get off. Yes, that planet is farmers only. Farmers only. All right, so geothermal, this situation just popped up, and it says here that the measured pounding observed from orbit is the motion of immense and ancient geothermal extractors breathing their last. Now, built and then abandoned at some point in the distant past, the vast batteries of disintegrating machinery have been pumping up superheated fluids from the planet's core ever since. Now, their strange capacitors are all broken or leaking, but some energy can still be siphoned from them. Yes, yes. So if they're not farmers too, do they die? No. See, look, being a farmer doesn't mean only being one type of race or species. Any species can be a farmer. Whether you're a lithoid or a avian species, hell, even if you're a fungoid, we can put all different races to use as farmers. Everyone can learn the way of a farmer. City folk just don't understand. All right, so we got another encounter. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, this is in the system with the Gaia world. And what do we have here? We have I believe that is that like a humanoid ship design? I can't tell. It's like Mandalorians, yeah. They get upset when you put your farming tools down. Yo, Jack Tank 11, yo, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. There is I got some help writing this description of my empire out. Didn't realize how in-depth it was, but there's a lot going on there. Yes, but if Xeno is not farmer focused, are they to be purged? That's an option. That is option. That is not the way. We could turn them into food. Someone mentioned turning other species into food and then serving the food back to other people. What do you guys think of that? So yeah, here's our new world. We have plenty of housing, plenty of jobs. Let's see what jobs are being worked here. Not the farming jobs. The specialist, this will like go away after a while. The colonist job will. But yeah, we'll come back to that planet a little bit later on. Planet Barn, same thing. Both have good jobs. We have found another primitive civilization. And these are going to be the species that, if I do decide to go down that route, whatever I decide to do with the farmers and other species, it's going to really boggle around these pre-FTLs. And so guys, we got another first contact. Now this one, I believe, is going to lead us to another empire. This is what we codenamed the Omega Aliens. And it says, until we can find out more about them, if they possess a language, we must decipher it in order to establish communications. The alloys, it made of people, yes. Alloys made of people, by the people, for the people. Part of the ship, part of the crew. Anarch, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I vote yes. Everyone needs sustenance, and that's what we provide. Yeah, it's like a circle of life type thing. We turn you into food, we eat you, and then the other parts of the food that we can't eat, we turn it into cash, money, and then we serve it to other people, and then yeah. It's all like a repeating cycle there. But yo, guys, welcome to the stream. If you're still here, guys, we are playing with our farmers market of the galaxy. We're using catalytic processing. Food is the main drive of my economy. Even now, we are producing more food than any other resource out there in the galaxy. And so, yeah, just having a little bit of fun playing with our farmers here. And so here we have Planet Barn, still waiting for our pops to grow. Let's check out our technology. Let's look around our empire. Let's look under the hood. Okay, I'm gonna skip past this real quick. I want to see my tech here. All right, and so yeah, we got a couple more months, and some of these technologies will be unlocking with field modulation on the way next. For my science ship over here, this is where I'm gonna go ahead and start automatically exploring the galaxy. I've been here a while, actually. Had you in the background while I potted some plants. And yo, what kind of plants you got? For pretty much like the past couple of months, I've been getting my wife plants for her. She works from home, love her to death, works from home. And so she got plants, and we've been leaving the curtains open a little bit wide. And so it's nice to get some fresh air. But yeah, having plants in the house is wonderful. We prefer the plants that do not take as much responsibility to maintain. And so like cactus and things like that. You have a new M. Night Shyamalan ascension path, secretly turn people into food. Yo, I'm a secret fan of M. Night Shyamalan. He has some pretty good movies, I think. Guilty pleasures. There was one, you remember the elevator movie? That was my jam. Guys, our linguists are becoming increasingly frustrated at our failure to provide them with sufficient material to make progress on decoding the language used by Omega aliens. Now, it seems these particular aliens are doing their utmost to prevent their signals from being heard by the wrong ears. This worries me, because why would an alien species not want to make first contact Unless it was for a good reason. I don't know. Are they trying to protect us? Why do they not want to be discovered?
Construction
I'm not sure,
complete.
but we're going to find out anyway. Oh, actually, look at this. So this hyperlane actually connects over here. I wonder where these aliens are. And so now this is where I mentioned earlier, whenever I find another species, I begin expanding right in their direction. And that is what we are going to do
Will build a
now.
brighter
And so
future.
what's going on in our empire here is my borders are all the way up here, but we have a hyperlane that goes from here all the way up there, and then it works its way. I'm going to go over here so it's a little bit easier. And then it's going to, well, now my hand's not all the way over there. And so, yeah, and then we're going to have to like work our way over here. And so this hyperlane, I have another hyperlane that extends over here and goes this way, going across this long lane. We're going to bring that all the way back down to here. And so if we can connect that and then take this system that's right above my finger, we'll be good. I'll be satisfied with all the systems we have so far. You work at a garden center. I've been putting up cuttings I've picked up at work. Succulent mostly at the moment. Nice. Nice. Yo, you would have enjoyed my plantoid playthrough we did a while back. And I pretty much just went through and looked up like all the terminology of plants, and that's how I've been building some of my worlds in Stellaris now. I find terminology of different things that connect to, in this case, farming, and we just try to tie everything together. And so yeah, that's nice though. I didn't know you did that. That's pretty cool. Guys, for technology here, for physics tech in particular, let's go for some more energy management. We need energy to sustain our farms. And there we go. We just got an extra little boost there to our upkeep per month. Let's see where we are with this first contact here with the... Oh, that's the Kappa aliens. No. I want to know about the Omega aliens. And so we'll be tuning in when we begin figuring out who that species is next. For my construction ship here, let's go ahead and expand once we get 57 more influence. Interesting. All right, and so we are at our next part. This can be crucial in your games, depending on if you want to pay attention to it or not. But we got factions. We have some new factions here, and so a new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the galactic farmers market. This is being led by our scientist Pyrrhic Vun. They call themselves the Council of Robotic Sciences. Their members have been pushing hard for the advancement of our sciences. A disgruntled faction will be a source of trouble, but one that provides or approves of the government's actions could be very useful. Okay, and so the second faction, this one is being led by our scientist Tupra Innick, and they call themselves the One Throne Group. Their members have been pushing hard for an extreme centralization of political and military power. So we got one faction that wants to go all out on science, and this faction wants to push for political and military power. Speaking of councils, what do you think of galactic paragons? We were talking about that earlier. Cannot wait. It looks absolutely awesome. That looks like it's probably my favorite feature so far that was announced. You know, the leaders, all of the new stuff coming with the leaders, new civics. Holy cow. The amount of new civics we're getting is insane. Like 7? That's a lot. And so, yeah, Galactic Paragons looks awesome. We got a video up on YouTube where we talked about it. I'm going to try and chop that up a little bit better and make it look a little bit better. But yeah. Cannot wait. And so, yeah, guys, we got the One Throne Group. That's 2 factions there. And I'm going to want to look at those in just a moment. I want to see if, still can't expand. And so let's actually go back and build some mining districts. And let's look at these 2 factions here. And so, yeah, we got these 2. It looks like the science faction has a high approval rating of us right now. Let's manage the faction and promote them. And I do that. I promote the factions that like how I'm playing with my empires, so that it's a little bit easier to get more influence from them. And so the higher the approval, the more pops you have in a faction, the more unity you produce. We haven't encountered another pre-FTL species, and I'm being recommended to build an observation post. Oh, wow. back to back pre-FTLs there. Lots of potential colonization planets there that we can colonize a little bit later on. But yeah, we got scientists all in this area now. We are surveying, we are finding out what is going on here. I believe there is an empire nearby. I'm pretty sure they may be aggressive. They were trying to not be discovered by us, and so for what reason, I'm not sure. I'm wondering if they may be like some sort of isolationist type empire, but we're going to find out here in a bit. We do have a first contact going on with them. Here on planet Barn, this is my homeworld. All farmer jobs are filled. All entertainer jobs are filled. Nobody wants to work the clerk jobs. I don't blame them. But let's add a, you know what? I'm going to add a civilian industry building. This is going to keep me out of the consumer good issue for a while. And then we'll come back to this planet a little bit later on.
Construction finalized.
All right, and so we got this debris field situation, and it says that our sensors, oh, I just closed it out. Whoopsie. Sensors report a number of possible points of interest within the dense debris field surrounding this planet here, but I don't see a debris field. Okay. Outside of that, everything else is looking pretty solid. Playing Megacorp, but green. Yes, exactly. And I was on the fence about playing a Megacorp type empire.
A brighter future.
But yeah, a Veggie Corp. That's hilarious. I actually like that. This is a Veggie Corp empire. That's a good one. All right, so let's see what options we got here. We got a few. What I want in particular is this workplace motivator. And so I think I'm going to start with the Judgment Corps first. And it says here that sprawling cities and isolated mining stations both have unique challenges associated with crime prevention. To expedite law enforcement, we have made the judicial process by efficient, or let me reread that. We've made the, this is like a tongue twister for me. We have made the judicial process more efficient by combining the roles of judge, jury, and enforcer. And so every enforcer is going to produce one unity, and enhanced surveillance is going to be a new edict available. You should make a spiritualist plantoid empire and call it VeggieTales. I mean, we're already role-playing it right now, and there is a possibility we could go down authoritarians. Can they go down the spiritualist path? And so Judgment Corps it'll be. I don't know if we have any enforcers right now, though. Yeah, we have no enforcers, and so we're not really going to benefit from that. I just want that extra worker resource that we get from the next tradition that we'll be unlocking. Guys, robot assembly plants. We can build those, and the robot workers is now a feature for us. Next up, let's go for standardized Corvette patterns. This will decrease Corvette build cost and frigate build cost as well when we are able to build those. After that, let's go ahead and kind of set up our civilian ships here. Let's see where we are with this first contact here. Still got some ways to go, but we're getting a little bit closer. In my games, my Colossus is my enforcer. Nice. Nice. It'd be like that sometimes, though. In this game, who knows? We might have to. I feel like destroying worlds would be the opposite of what we would want to do with our farmers, because we want to find planets and we want to farm the heck out of those things. All right, so this is back to the Omega aliens. We are trying to figure out who this alien species is, and the Overwatch has briefed the unknown vessel that was reported in the Jafrome system. And it says that its designs do not match anything in our records, suggesting that we are dealing with a possible first contact scenario with an alien civilization. With the permission of the Overwatch, we can begin an analysis of the data we've collected to see if their language can be translated. And so we're one step closer to first contact with the Omega aliens. Guys, here's my Galactic Farmers Market empire so far. We've managed to expand to a handful of systems. Food. Food is the foundation of my empire, and it has been working so far because we've been using the catalytic processing civic to help us convert food into those sweet, juicy alloys. And speaking of alloys, we got a lot right now. Let's spin those. Let's upgrade some bases. Let's do something. Let's get those bases upgraded so that we can have more food from hydroponic bays. That is going to be a building. I think it's a module or a building that you can use to produce more food in your empire. And so I'm going to start by building the first two, or upgrading the first two starports in my defensive choke point systems. And so we got 2 of those on the way. I can build 3 total. Let's see here. I'm going to build one. I'm going to start focusing over here and getting this area strengthened first, since it seems there are more systems in this direction. And we'll come back to this a little bit later on. I'm not going to spend all of my alloys just yet. Just remember, I don't destroy planets because I'm evil. I destroy planets because my game is lacking. There is a difference. I understand you there. Guys, back to the Kappa aliens. This situation is still going, and it says reports of deep space drones and certain systems have been investigated. The drones appear to have been the workers and custodians of an autonomous orbital mining operation. Oh, this is the Kappa aliens. My bad, guys. These are the robots.
Let us come together in solidarity.
And so that just gave us a bunch of influence, and our first contact is finished with these guys. They're still hostile, so we still have to be aware of those guys and just kind of avoid them for now. But nice, yeah. Now we're building more. We'll have the option to be able to build more stations. And so we're gonna go ahead and expand over this natural wormhole just so that I can secure it. And I don't want another empire traveling through that wherever it may connect, and then them expanding somewhere near my borders. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and start automatically exploring now. For my civvy ships, I'm keeping an eye on them because I want them all busy and being utilized. My home world, again, looking pretty solid. Here on planet Farmers Only, let's get I really need a gene center. Oh, we could go with robots. That's some dangerous territory right there to dive into in the early game. Yeah, first things first, I'm gonna go for a alloy foundry, and then we'll come back to what we decide to add to this planet a little bit later on. And so it's producing 8 food right now. Planet Barn is producing 80 food. Holy moly, that is a lot of food here. I believe we have a couple of, I think our star bases are finished upgrading. Nope, not yet. Still got some ways to go before those upgrade, but when they do, again, we are going to add those hydroponic bays. Man, we have a lot of food right now. This is wonderful. Okay, and yeah, again, guys, right now we're just waiting to see who these aliens are. Uh-oh. And what is that? Did that just like appear out of nowhere? It's a mining corp. Another one. I see. Well, in that case, we'll have to automatically explore somewhere else. And yeah. And so again, yeah, right now I'm looking at these 3 bars right here that are about to be finished. And I cannot wait because that's going to be about 30 extra food once I finish adding those buildings. And that's going to allow me to be able to, I mean, really, if I had enough star bases, we could take some of the weight off the agricultural districts and swap them out with industrial districts so that we can convert more food. Now, we just completed a tile blocking technology, a tile blocking clearing technology. And next up, we're gonna go with the genome mapping. It says here that mapping the genome of an individual through the sequencing of their DNA opens up for tailored medical treatments and therapies. And so that'll be a nice boost to my species. And there it is. Oh, another thing too, for update wise, the alerts, I think this is with 3.8, being able to manage the alerts is going to be wonderful. That I feel like that makes it easier for me streaming, because sometimes like in the late game, I just get bombarded with alerts. But guys, we have 3 hydroponic bays on the way. Now, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go to probably Farmers Only here. And Oh, I don't have a generator building. We're gonna need to research that technology here.
War declared.
Holy moly, that scared me. Why would you do that to me? Why? Beast. The betrayal. Oh my goodness, I was like, it's too soon. We just made first contact. Why? All that food in your empire and there's people starving and well, we're not on that planet Earth. Our planet is called Barn. And so if I could find Earth in this game, yeah, sure, I'd make some trades. I crapped myself. I know. I was like, holy hell. I was like, what? Who declared war on me already? Oh my goodness. I was like, it's too soon. I was just getting started. All right. And so, let's see here. I got just about enough influence here to expand some more. Question is, where do we expand to? And like I said, I'm going to try to get to this system here. And after that, we're going to start working our way back up here towards the top. I want to be able to secure that final choke point here. Oh my goodness, 3 more planets.
System resources analyzed.
Where are the other empires? This is craziness. A small galaxy, and still we have not found anyone yet. But we got a lot of projects, and so I mentioned earlier, once I get that next wave of scientists out, I'll start recruiting some more. Here we found another pre-sapient species, and our survey is complete. So after I read this, we're gonna go ahead and get another scientist in the mix. But through our surveys of habitable worlds, our biologists have collected a vast amount of data on alien life forms. Bravo. So many of our older theories on the development of life have been disapproved, and our scientific community has had to build new models from scratch. Now, our most interesting findings are being displayed at the newly dedicated Museum of Xenobiology on Barn. That's my homeworld. And the public is enthralled, and many donations have come in to aid the continued search of strange life forms. And so this is going to give me a ton of society and energy. And so here, we're going to build not only 1, but 2 more science ships. And look at this system here. 3 habitable worlds. Oh, yeah, but that's another empire already has this. I see here that there's a base in that system. And so that is unfortunate. And this system here, I'm probably going to go ahead and unrestrict this system so that my ships don't keep traveling through it.
Anomalous readings detected.
Wow, another 2 planets. There are all kinds of planets in this cluster down here. And I need to take advantage of that. And so what we're going to do next is nothing, because we don't have any influence to expand. But I have a ton of unity, and let's get another scientist, another 2 scientists. And so I'm just going to select 1 of each of these. Oh, we got an eager scientist. Let's go. And what I'm going to do here is, instead of putting them in the new science ships that are right next to in my home system, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go here and recruit a scientist that is already commanding a science ship. And so let's go with a maniacal scientist who is commanding. Yes, we'll trade them out. They are now here now. They were out surveying a little bit further out. Now they are back here, and the Cybrex is here. And so right away, I'm going to research that anomaly. And then for my other science ship that's in the system Topsoil, I'm going to find, let's find another higher level scientist. Yeah, see, this anomaly research speed is going to hurt the chances of me selecting her to research. I guess I'm gonna go with, I don't remember who I just put in that other scientist, that science ship. Oh, Gal. Where's Gal? Where are you, Gal? Gal, the scientist? Am I missing them? Oh, here they are. So, Gapra. Anyone besides him? Let's just go with... Oh, they're all Gal. Oh, here it is. So yeah, this scientist is in that one. Okay, I got those mixed up. In that case, I'll put Gapra into that science ship. And yeah, we'll just research our way out. There we go. And so now I'll have the 2 science ships that are all the way out here. We'll just have our new scientists survey. That way they can start building some XP. This one's here. Yeah, build that XP through surveying. Just don't get yourselves killed. Coolio. And so now I got about like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 science ships all surveying and researching. My consumer goods are on track. We are about to reach over 100 food right now. Plenty of jobs to go on both of my worlds. Both worlds have 4 jobs available. And yeah, I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna go too crazy on building any jobs right now. Guys, in our next stream, we are going to continue this first contact protocol. But here's my empire, the Galactic Farmers Market. This is where we are in the galaxy. Pretty solid start. Got a lot of expansion. A lot of growth. Not a lot of hostile ships or anything like that yet near us. But yo, in our next stream, it'll take place tomorrow, same time as today. We are going to find out who is nearby, who is out there in the galaxy. And before we end our stream here, if you're watching this on Twitch, we're going to see who is online this evening. And we're going to try and drop a raid for someone. And I actually know the perfect person. And so, yeah, guys, if you're here and you watch the stream, whether you're watching it through the VOD, oopsie, or you may be watching it through Twitch or YouTube, thank you so much for stopping by in today's stream. Let me get this raid set up and I will say good evening to all. There we go. And so we're going to be raiding Hi Jedi. Guys, have a wonderful rest of your evening. And for our last streamer, or our last subscribers, we have Cheddaroni and I think Sadamon Anzo. I now grant you both the status of Alpha, the energy of Yang, and the ability to delete all elites. Guys, have a wonderful rest of your evening and be ready for some more farming tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern time zone. Until then, Alpha out. Have a wonderful night.